So in my previous clip I talked about the clothes that we wear and particularly emphasised that we don't have footwear and that clothes are nice and loose and whatever is comfortable for you, then you've got plenty of room. So what I now want to talk about is the kit that we have. Now you don't need any kit whatsoever. In fact, all of the classes that I've taught online so far, we haven't used any kit whatsoever. But what I have done in all of those is I've drawn people's attention that they might like to have blocks or towels or something to sit on. So what I've got here is a collection of things that we can use, and the reason that you might want to do that is if you find sitting on the floor. So in Pilates we do spend quite a lot of time sitting on the floor, often in this sort of position, and for people who've got either sort of stiff lower back, so it's a little bit uncomfortable through there, or they're tight through the hamstrings, then sitting like this or sitting like with your legs straight can be quite uncomfortable. And a way to make that a little bit easier is to actually lift your bottom off the floor a little bit. It's not a very big lift, but it's just to raise it up a little bit more. Now obviously doing all your exercises raised like this is not necessarily practical. So that we often use a yoga block. I've got a really large yoga block here. You can get them half the size, you can get them thinner. A couple of thin ones is great, or a nice big one like that to sit on. But that's fancy kit. You don't actually have to go out and buy a yoga block. Something as simple as a towel. Here I've got a large bath towel. You can roll it. The benefits of a towel is that you can have it as thick as you like, or not as you wish. So the towel's a really good handy thing to have. Somebody I've also seen, another fantastic yoga teacher, even talks about something as simple as a loo roll. You can sit on a loo roll. It's just enough to raise you off the floor. Okay, so I've sat on that, the loo roll is squashed down, but all it is a really just enough to lift you off the floor. Okay. Another alternatives, of course, are books, cushions, all sorts of things like that. So that's in terms of sitting on the floor. The other benefit to having these sorts of toys to play with is that if you need a pillow, then of course they double up as that. What else have I got here? I've also got here a yoga strap. Now these are quite useful for if we're doing all sorts of things, particularly through the hamstring work, or you need to a little bit of an extension to try and hold on to legs and things. These are particularly useful. Again, you don't need a yoga strap. You don't need to actually go out and buy a yoga strap. Even you can go back to your towel and roll it up in a different way, and you can grab hold of that to put it round your legs. Or something, even a pair of trousers. I think pair of trousers are great. You can put the trousers over and you've got both legs hanging down either side. So this is what the kit is. Nothing fancy and it's in and of itself, but you can easily accommodate without going out and having to buy anything. Particularly important if at the moment when we can't actually get out to buy things. So the other thing I've got here are toys that I regularly use in my classes when I'm out teaching in classes. And this is my particular favourite. Now I haven't brought this into any of my teaching yet online because clearly not everybody's going to have sorts of things. I love the ball. It's a great fun prop. It's also really useful to build up some intensity. This happens to be a Pilates ball because I have bags full of these things, but it doesn't have to be a fancy Pilates ball. Again, it can be a child's toy. It can be absolutely anything that when you sit on it makes you a little bit wobbly. So it's just that extra little bit of wobbliness that we've got. And this is really good because it allows you to really understand how the lower spine works, particularly. And that's one of the reasons that we use that for. So if you have something to hand that you can do like that to get you a little bit wobbly, then that's really good. And the final thing I'm going to bring on is tennis balls. These are not the most attractive looking tennis balls. These are pinched out of the dog's box. I use tennis balls because they are really good for particularly favourite exercise, as an example, if we have them behind the back of the knee. And the idea is that you don't grip it and equally you don't drop it. And we do some of the exercises holding the ball and then we take it away, so we're holding a virtual ball. Doesn't have to be a tennis ball again, it can be absolutely anything that you can put behind your knees or whatever other exercise we're doing that allows you to have a little bit of tactile sensation through that you can then remove to then just focus on body positions. So that's just a little bit of a whistle stop around some of the kit that we use, and hopefully that will be of some use to you.